Hey, call halal YAHAWAH, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Yahweh Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that have been scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Yeah, this is Matazat Lacham. Okay, and I don't know, man. I was just thinking about the perpetual hatred of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of the wickedness of what the fuck he's doing. I just got through watching a video on one of the Great Millstone Brothers channel, GMS Until the Elect is Sealed is his channel, and he had some white boy on there going in on Esau, on his own people. I'm like, what the fuck? Wow. First video. I mean, look, these Edomite Caucasians are being exposed on so many different levels. It does not make any moral sense, because it's proven what the apostles and elders of Great Millstone have been saying for 35 to 40 fucking years, man. Standing on a street corner before the goddamn YouTube, before the internet, okay, since the 80s and 90s, standing on a street corner, risking their life and freedom, even went to jail. In defense of this gospel, the truth that Esau, Edom is the devil the Bible speaks of, with signs and pictures and all of the proofs, all of the pseudo-scientific proofs that Esau, Edom is a goddamn liar, man. Okay, this motherfucker, like it says in Psalms 58:3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. These Edomites couldn't tell the truth if the truth came up and bit them in the crack of their ass, like that retarded cracker that Tom Hanks played in. Oh, did you know about Tom Hanks? Tom Hanks is a motherfucking pedophile. His name he's a PDF file. You know, he made the movie Big back in the 90s, 80s, 90s. You know, Tom Hanks is pretty big as far as a comedian was concerned. Splash, Big, okay, and this sick motherfucker, had been buying and selling children right along with everybody else. The white boy I was talking about is pissed off because on the Epstein files, it shows Esau Edom's perpetual hatred that he has for the children of Israel, who are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. There's no other way around this shit. Why do you hate these people so much? What the fuck did they actually do to you? Nothing. It is a perpetual hatred that thou hast shown the children of Israel, right? Like it says in Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. Right? I'm kind of driving right now, so I can't go to it like I want to. But, yep. Because thou hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, which is the transatlantic slave trade, okay, and 70 AD, when Jerusalem was finally surrounded by the armies of Vespasian and Titus, who were Roman general and his son, right, in order to exterminate the house of Jacob at that time in 70 AD, right, at the behest of lunatic Nero, that actually set fire to Rome and blamed it on the Israelites. Okay, you got this other individual, Constantine, that sought to bring peace through his belief in Christianity to the realm of the ruler of the Edomites and the people, because this gospel caused an uproar amongst the people back then in Rome. Okay? America and wherever Edomite dwell is Rome 2.0. Rome ruled the known world back then. Rome is ruling the fucking world right now, man. Right off of Revelation chapter 18. You know? And we try to tell the people these things. We stand on street corners risking our lives and freedom, following in behind the righteous acts of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and the bishops and other righteous men underneath them, which I learned. Okay? And we try to do everything we can to tell our people that live amongst these heathen devils, that are married unto these heathen devils, okay, who these heathen devils are, man. And they say we're preaching hate, you pushing hate, you hating on these people. Motherfucker, these people hate you for nothing. The Most High God, YAHAWAH Ba'ashem Yahawashi, says that Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. Romans chapter 9 verse 13. Go look it for you yourself where it says it, that the Lord hates. Because God don't love everybody. Fuck all any parts of that bullshit. That's a lie. It says it in Malachi chapter 1 verse 3. And I have loved Jacob and I've hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Okay? So the Most High God, YAHAWAH Ba'ashem Yahawashi, he tell you that he hate these crackers, nigga. Shit. And the only reason they still alive is because they're the whooping stick or the sword. Well, I'm pretty much where I'm at, so now I can go to the scriptures. Let's go. Oh, look. Okay. And this is right out of Ezekiel. Right out of Ezekiel chapter 38, man. Ezekiel, let me get it. I'm gonna just go get it. I'm gonna just go get him. Okay. Damn, boy, I've been doing some research in him. Hold on, boom, 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 boom. Ezekiel, bam. Let's start at Ezekiel 38. No, let's start at Ezekiel 35, right? Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it. Right? Now, Mount Seir, okay. Let's go get a breakdown on Seir. Mount Seir. Who the fuck is Mount Seir? Mount Seir. Boom.
Strong's H 8165.
Let me try to get off of this video
Seir.
as quick as I can.
Seir.
Right? Seir equals hairy or shaggy. Patriarch of the Horites, the inhabitants of Edom, before the descendants of Esau, the Edomites. The land of Edom to territory. Seir, hairy, Mount Shaggy, right? The land of Edom, south of the Dead Sea. A mountain range in Edom extending from the Dead Sea to the Atlantic Gulf. Apparently also called Mount Seir, and extending most of the distance of the mountain range itself. Mountain range, right? This is the reason why there's always biblical references. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground, like it says in the book of Obadiah. You see? These motherfuckers have okay, rough. Seir, a mountain of Idumea. Idumea, okay, let's see. Web search on Idumea. Okay. Okay, let's delete that then. Idumea. Okay. Boom. Idumea. Idumea, also known as Edom, refers to an ancient region located south of Judea. Historically associated with the descendants of Esau, the brother of Jacob, the name means red likely linked to the reddish terrain of the area of or Esau's appearance at birth. Okay, the Most High YAHAWAH Ba'Shem Yahawashi is going to destroy these people from off the face of the fucking earth, man, as a race. There's nothing they can do about it. Okay, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord YAHAWAH Ba'Shem Yahawashi, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Right? How's he going to do that? With thermonuclear missiles. Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 4. I will lay thy cities waste. How do you lay a city's waste? By destroying it with great fervent heat. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. Okay. Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, right? By the gun, by the poison, by Monsanto, by pesticides, insecticides, poisons, vaccines, fucking, medicines, pharmaceuticals, right? Which is magic, witchcraft, okay? This is all these are the sword that Esau uses against the children of Israel. Now, it tells you that there's a perpetual hatred there. Perpetual. Okay, let's go get the word perpetual. Okay, perpetual. Perpetual hatred, right? Perpetual.
Strong's H5769. Olam. Olam.
Olam. A long duration, antiquity, futurity, forever, everlasting, evermore, perpetual, old, ancient time, long time of the past, of the future, always, continuous existence, everlasting, indefinite, unending, eternity, perpetual. This is a perpetual hatred, man. The vanishing point, generally time out of mind. Okay? This is what perpetual hatred means, man. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity during the transatlantic slave trade, 70 AD, in the time also in the time that their iniquity had an end. Our iniquity is over. Our punishment is accomplished. Right? Let's go get Lamentations chapter 4. Okay, boom. Okay, Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in that land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee, that thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. Are they not making themselves naked? Is not Esau being made bare, as it is written in Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10? Right? Esau is being made bare by the Most High God, but they think they're doing it of their own free will. What they don't understand is that there is no free will. Like it says in Proverbs chapter 16, verse 9, a man pondereth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. It also says in Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24, a man's goings are of the Lord. How then can a man understand then his own way? Right? So there's no free will. Whatever the fuck you're doing in life, you're doing it because that's the Most High wants you to do. Period. He sends angels while you're on your bed, like it says in Job chapter 33, verse 14. He sends angels upon thy bed while thou art at sleep at night, that whisper in your ears your instruction for the next day. So this way, he hides pride from you, that you're doing things of your own free will. Okay? So whatever the fuck you're doing it because the Most High wants you to do it. Like it says in Proverbs 21:10 or 21:1, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, and as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Okay? So ain't gonna be no free will. These motherfuckers are doing exactly what the Most High wants them to do, and Esau is being made bare by his own hand because it is the will of YAHAWAH Ba'Shem Yahawashi. It's that simple. Okay? Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. What cup? The cup of the Lord's indignation. What does indignation mean by definition? Indignation means righteous anger and perpetual hatred. Provoke, a provocation to anger. Okay? That's what indignation means. Okay? Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. Right? And they're making themselves bare naked with these Epstein files. They're trying to flood the world with all of this wickedness and all of this wicked information that these Edomites have done for decades. God damn it! The white boy that was on the video earlier on GMS Until the Elect is Sealed channel. Okay, he was talking about what was going on in the Epstein files just revealed back in 2016. That was 10 years ago. So these motherfuckers have been doing this shit for a very, very, very long time. Eating children, drinking of blood, being merciless murderers of children, as it is written in the book of the Wisdom of Sodom in chapter 12. Okay. Verse 3 and 4. All of that shit, man. Right? Lamentations chapter 4, verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. That was my point. Our iniquity is over. Our iniquity is at an end. And these Edomites are going above and beyond to continue to punish us for nothing now. For nothing. It's in the Epstein files. They're punishing us and our children for nothing. What the fuck, man? In order to drink the children. Look, Joel chapter 3, verse 3. Okay, let's go get it, man. I'm going through too many scriptures too fast. Joel chapter 3, verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have traded a boy for a prostitute, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. What type of wine are they drinking? Blood. ADRENO, chrome. Okay, which is the adrenaline-infused blood of little children. Okay? And they go and live by the Babylonian Talmud. Okay? The Edomites here in America, calling themselves Christians, are trying to place blame on the elite and the those individuals that are committing geneticocide, right? Genetic cleansing on the Palestinians. Neither one of those are Israelites, and neither one of those people are supposed to be inhabiting our land. Okay? All right, where was I at? Boom. Hold on, let's go back over here. Where is that picture? I'm going to show you something right quick. What's this? Right? What is an evil man? The man is evil who coerces obedience to his private ends, destroys beauty, produces pain, and extinguishes life. Okay? Nobody else fits that but Esau, right? Okay? This is what they're angry about. Check this shit out. Negroes, right? And the Jews, right? Negroes claim to be Jewish is legitimate. Not illegitimate, but legitimate. They know who we are. They've always known. They didn't want us to know who we were. They wanted to have us cast down in derision and be made proverbs of reproach. Remember? The land of Israel is located in Western Asia and borders on North Africa. All of the native inhabitants of that region were non-white. When Spain expelled its Jews, who were so-called blacks, in 1492, many of them went to Africa. It seems probable that some of them were brought later to America as slaves. Probable? What the fuck? That's the whole history, right? The spirituals never sing of African rivers. It's always the Jordan or the Red Sea. They don't sing about African chiefs or kings. It's King David or Moses or some other Jewish characters from the Bible. Okay? That's true. Okay? You know? See? Boom. White history. White people were invented in 1681. Before then, there was no such thing as white people. They were called Edomites. They were calling themselves Scottish, Irish, English, German, Ashkenazim, Masoretes, okay, Christians, any goddamn thing, but the Edomites. They were calling themselves anything, man. Okay. Now, what was it? Well, I wasn't finished yet. Okay, check this one out. right? White people are Edom. From the beginning, there's only one group of people that have been unaliving and taking what does not belong to them. Genesis chapter 36, verse 8 and 9. Thus Esau dwelt at Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do, which is murder, unaliving children, merciless murderers of babies, shedding of blood, eating of human flesh, child sacrifice. See what I'm saying? Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. I'm not done yet. Where is that sign at? There it is. It should be in here eventually, showing up. Kaboom. Okay. Boom. Oh. Yep. All right. The war for Israel. When he was asked about peace in the Middle East, the late president of Egypt, Gabal Abdel Nasser, stated the Jews will never be able to live here in peace because they left here black but came back white. So, I mean, these motherfuckers, man, come on, man. All right. The Most High is he's out to kill these motherfuckers. It's over, man. All right. Okay, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord YAHAWAH Ba'ashem Yahawashi, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So when these devils fall from power, and the Israelites take over rulership for all eternity after that, these motherfuckers are going to be made to be punished perpetually, permanently, forever. And forever in the eyes of the Lord is one day. Because remember, as it says in 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8, remember that the one day is as 1,000 years to the Lord, and as to the Lord 1,000 years is one day. So these devils are only going to be on the earth for one day. That's it. They're going to build up the kingdom of heaven on earth. They're going to be made to dig with their hands. They did it to us. We're going to do it to them. Right? They should receive double for what they have done unto the children of Israel. Boom. Revelation chapter 18, verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double, according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. Right? What works? Odious works of witchcrafts. Wisdom of Solomon. Right? Chapter 12, verse 1. For thine incorruptible spirit is in all things, therefore chastenest thou them little by little that offend, and warnest them, right, by the Most High sending out his servants the prophets, rising up early and sending them, but our people will not hearken. In other words, they will not come to us and listen. They will not come to the voice of the Lord, which is his mouthpiece, because like it says in Amos chapter 3, verse 6, verse 7, surely the Lord God, YAHAWAH Ba'ashem Yahawashi, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Okay? So the mouthpiece on the Lord are his servants, the prophets, risking their lives in freedom on these street corners, telling you, risking their life to tell you the truth to your face. And our people don't want to hear it. They say, because they love these Edomite Caucasian devils that allows them to get away and do all kinds of evil and wickedness in the sight of the Lord, and to get away with it. Same-sex marriage. Let's read. For it was thy will to destroy the hands of our fathers, both those old inhabitants of the Holy Land, whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcrafts and wicked sacrifices, which were the Babylonians, the Egyptians, okay, these type of individuals, right? And these wicked sacrifices are found in the Epstein files. The people are getting pissed off more and more because it's slowly but surely revealing that we've been telling the truth to your face for years and you didn't give a shit. So now they have guilt on them. And also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh and the feasts of blood. That's all these Epstein files are about, man. Merciless murderers of children. Okay, selling a boy for a harlot and a girl for wine. Adrenochrome. What the fuck, man? And okay, and their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, right? Yuval Noah Harari, Clown Slob, and the heads of Skull and Bones, all, you know, in a country that's based on freedom, okay, and open dialogue, keeping secrets is repugnant. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay? And the parents that killed with their own hands souls destitute of health. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4. Okay. Okay. I started verse 8. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 8. But that which is made with hands is cursed, as well as he that made it. He because he made it, and it because being corruptible, it was called God. Right? If you go down further, verse 15, for a father afflicted with untimely mourning when he had made an image of his child soon taken away, Cesare Borgia being put to death, right? Now honored him as a god, which was then a dead man, right? This is where the whitewashing of the true face and the true biblical description of what the Son of God would look like and the Most High, as opposed to what they are today, right? This is when they started whitewashing history, right? Now honored him as a god, which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices. Thus, in process of time, an ungodly custom grown strong was kept as a law. Evangelical Christianity, either worship Jesus' cross or we'll kill you, right? Anyone found with a Bible in their hand during the time of the Spanish Inquisition were put to death, the whole family, right? And graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings, right? These graven images were images of wood and stone, right? All right, let's go over here to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Verse 36, the Lord shall bring thee and thy king which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there thou shalt serve other gods, wood and stone. Says the same thing in verse 64, right? And the people, and the Lord, Salakia, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there, where you were scattered, there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Lifeless gods of wood and stone, which neither you nor your fathers have known. You know, you will be forced to serve these gods. See? Okay. Whom men could not honor in presence because they dwelt afar off. They took the counterfeit of his visage from far and made an express image of a king whom they honored, to the end that by this their forwardness they might flatter him that was absent as if he were present. Also the singular diligence of the artificer did help to set forward the ignorant to more superstition. For he, peradventure, willing to please one in authority, forced all his skill to make the resemblance of the best fashion. And so the multitude, allured by the grace of the work, took him now for a god, which was little before was but honored a man. And this was an occasion to deceive the whole world. For men serving either calamity or tyranny did ascribe unto stones and stocks the incommunicable name, right? Through the Masoretic texts, right? These Masoretes, these Ashkenazim, added vowel points, Masoretic vowel points, dots and dashes above and below the Assyrian script, square script Hebrew, okay, effectively changing the pronunciation of the words when they're spoken, okay? And they added Yiddish as that language that is ascribed to the Masoretic vowel points in the text, right? That's the reason why these Amalekites can go through calling themselves Jews and are not, and deceive the whole world, man. Right? Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High, whereas they lived in great war of ignorance. Those so great plagues called they peace. And what are these great plagues that they call peace? War, famine, pestilence, anguish, which are sent as scourges for amendment for our people, the Israelites, God's chosen, the bloodline that was an inheritance that was chosen by the Most High God before the foundation of the world was laid. And when we tell people this, we're preaching hate right away, because they don't understand the depths of satanic power on the fucking earth. It's just now being revealed. So now maybe they'll give us a listen, but it's still going to condemn them, right? Let's go to Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 41, verse 6. The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their posterity shall have a perpetual reproach. The children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake. Let's go get reproach. Okay? See if I got it typed in here. I doubt it. Repugnant, reproach, reproach, reproach. Damn, they don't have it in here. Wow, I don't have it. Okay. Reproach. Reproach definition. Boom. To address someone in such a way as to express disapproval or disappointment. Okay. To admonish, reprove, scold, chide, reprimand, censure, or rebuke as an offense. Okay.